So, this story goes back, I would say, maybe 20 years or more. I had a friend about 20-something years ago. Let's just say we had the greatest relationship ever. We always spoke about everything. We'd be on the phone talking about things. But this was an individual that I met at work. He was a bit older. He had to be like in his mid to late 20s. And I had to be like, what, 17, 18 or so? But it still puzzles me today. You're 28 and you're hanging out with a teenager. I don't know. But anyhow, we were cool friends. But let's just say we have disagreements about things from time to time. But around this time period, this was me getting into the magia, the brujeria. So I was doing my diligent studies. But in this time, there was a couple of work that I was reading. There was this grimoire, I believe, by the name of Poulet Noir. And I think that translates into the black pullet or the black hen. And there was one particular work or book, grimoire, that was, how can I say, close to my heart. And this was the Book of Abramelin. Now, if you haven't heard of it, then I think that you need to look that up. But in the Book of Abramelin, this is a form of magic that deals with magical squares. So you may look at these squares, they look like a bunch of numbers, but according to the text, they say that these magical squares have magical capabilities, both good and bad. So I'm heavily into this. This is around the time, again, I'm doing my studies, I'm learning. But the calling for black magic was something that was in me. I just found at a young age that I was drawn to it. So let's just say me and this guy, I'm not going to mention his name, but let's just call him D, because who knows, maybe he's watching this video. Again, we had the greatest relationship. I'm talking about, hey man, I mean, I don't even know what to think, what to say now. I'm a bit older, but now that I look at it, you know, I'm smashing hoes off of this chat line. I'm bringing hoes over and we smashing these hoes, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I finish hitting the bitch off, yo, she waiting for you in the room, you know what I'm saying? And he'd come in tag team, you just say, all right, cool, you done? All right, cool, he go, yo, I'm just saying wild shit, wild YN shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we wildin', you know. So listen, D, he found out that I had a gift prior to all of this. And again, it started off as, oh, well, we just homeboys and stuff like that. And then one day, I found out my capabilities and I was like, yo, D, I think I'm psychic. D was like, get the fuck out of here. And I broke it down to him. I said, yo, this is the vision I get for you. So I told him, I gave him a reading and I told him what I saw. I saw a man walking through this environment and he opened this, maybe it was like a garage door or something of that sort. And I explained to him exactly what I seen. So he didn't think nothing about it. Next day I get a call. He hits me like, oh my God, Leonard, yo, what you told me happened exactly how you saw it. So that's how we really started getting heavy into conversations about spirituality. You know, again, we met on the job, but there's certain things that took place that kind of opened up our relationship. So from there on, we became spiritual people and we started delving into spiritual conversations. But for me, he wasn't into the witchcraft because he was kind of like a church person. But for me, I was delving into shit, but I really didn't let him know. But we moved into a monetary friendship where this guy would pay me for readings, and that's what it was. But I'm young. I'm still living in my mom's house, you know. Mom ain't giving me shit, so for the bread and butter, I leave niggas in the gutter, huh? Word to mother, crazy in the bag. Well, let me chill out. That's B.I.G. for y'all that don't know. But yeah, listen, he started like, you know, paying for the services, like he needed a reading, you know, he meets somebody, tell me what you think about this person, and I'll just break it down to him. But that's what our friendship came down to eventually. So one day he hits me up like, yo, I need a session, man. I need a reading, you know? And this is why I hate readings today, because of shit like this. This guy would call me up every day whenever he has a problem, whenever he has an issue. And listen, it started out me broke, like doing shit on a broke level, you know? Like I'm charging like $10, $20, $30, $40. You know what I'm saying? This is the beginning stages of me, you know, doing this spiritual stuff before social media. So to be real, I remember, I believe it was $20. But listen, if you're a kid like you, 17, 18, in the 90s, mid 90s, that's a lot of money, man. You know what I'm saying? $20 can buy you bread, it can buy you peanut butter, it can buy you juice. You know what I'm saying? If you locked up in your room, you know what I'm saying, you know, you one of those kids, you don't get along with your parents and shit like that, you got your whole refrigerator in your rooms, you don't come downstairs, you don't come outside, you don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? You in your room, you got everything. And that's how I was. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not working at the moment. Mom bitching like you need to get a job and all this type of shit, you know what I'm saying? And he hit me up for a reading, but he tells me, yo, I'll pay you back a little later. So I'm like, okay, cool. Later comes around. No word from D. I'm calling D up. Like, yo, what's up, man? You know, yeah, I need that. So we start talking, and afterwards, I don't know what happened, but it led into him being like, I ain't paying you shit. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? What? You know what I'm saying? You said you're not paying me shit. So I'm like, bruh, I'm highly vexed right now. You just disrespected me. So now it's my time to exercise what I'm studying, what I'm into. So now there's this Haitian lady, like in Irvington Center, there was this one botanica, man, and I miss this Haitian lady so bad, yo. This Haitian lady, she had gave me some shit, like, yo, this bottle, she had made this liquid. You know what I'm saying? This was for cursing motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna put this to use. But I'm just wondering, how did I even have that? Man, how did I even have that in my mom's crib? Cause I'm just going back in my mind, like, how did I even have that type of shit in my mom's house? Like, man, my mom was the type of person when she'd come home, she'd smell incense burn, she'd run upstairs like, turn that incense out. You know, what buile kaila? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta set the house on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, turn that light, you know, that's the type of Haitian parents I had, man. So I'm still trying to wonder, how the fuck did I even get that shit inside the crib? But man, I remember when at a young age, man, I was doing work, yo. I'd have my little box with all my oils in there. I wasn't hip to like knowing how to keep things separate. You don't mix all these oils together. But anyway, you know, that's not important. But what's important is the shit that the Haitian lady gave me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm gonna try this. So I put it on something. I'm not gonna give details because motherfuckers gonna go try it. So now I made one of those Bramlin squares, right? So I do what I do to it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And boom. I give it time. Me and Diali start talking again. I don't know what it was, but I didn't say nothing to him afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we had a little disagreement, argument over the phone. But honestly, Well, how we connected, reconnected, I forgot. I would just say we connected though. But in the same token, I didn't show him that I was angry. I didn't even bring the shit back up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even bring the shit back up. I don't even know if it was just the boko in me at a young age that was like, don't say nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I just didn't say nothing to him. I guess deep down inside, I was like, I'm gonna act like I'm your friend so I can see what happens to you, right? So we conversating like nothing, man. You know, conversation goes on, days goes on. Now, mind you, I already put my shit in motion. And then I never did this shit before. This is my first time actually trying this bitch. This motherfucker, we talking on the phone like, yo, man, yo, I don't know what's going on, man, but have you ever heard of this? Because we was in the health shit. You know what I'm saying? We had Herbally Yours book. We had a whole bunch of books and stuff like natural health and shit. He said, yo, have you ever read up on a person pissing blood? So I'm like, I'm like, what? He said, a person pissing blood. Because I'm not going to tell y'all what it is, but in a Bramlin, there's a talisman that says that it can affect a body part. But you know what? You know what? Let me stop. Let me stop. But when he said that, I put 2 and 2 because the magical square said that that's what it was capable of. So when he responded like that, I was like, oh shit, this shit worked. This shit really works. You know what I'm saying? Man, and that was the real beginning of me really going hard in the paint when it came to this magie stuff. Because when he said that, man, he was like, yo, he don't know what it is, but he going to the bathroom, he can't control his bladder, and he's seeing like red shit in his blood, you know what I'm saying? Like red shit in his pee. So it was like, yo, he is pissing blood. So anyhow, I'm just keeping it, you know, keeping it just like that, man. And I don't know, we just stopped talking for a bit after that, you know. I never said nothing to him, but now here goes the crazy part about this. As I said in the beginning, we was smashing hoes off the chat line. Again, it's not a chat line like today, y'all messaging and stuff like that. The chat line back in the day was on the phone. They called it New Jersey Raven. You know what I'm saying? So there's this chick that he was fucking with. You know, talking about he love her and all this type of shit, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know what happened. I don't know if I was on a chat line and his girl was on there or some shit, but I end up bagging his bitch, yo. So you know what it is. Boy, $20 meant a lot to me at that time. You know, I'm in my mom's house and I'm starving. My mom is on some bullshit. I don't want to go downstairs and hear my Haitian grandmother and my mom talking about me, you know what I'm saying, like I ain't shit. So I'm stuck in my room. That was my money I'm supposed to buy my little snacks with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bruh, and you disrespected me to my face? So yeah, all's fair in love and war, you know what I'm saying? So yo, I end up bagging this nigga bitch, bruh. Yo, I had to sneak the chick inside my mom's house. Like my grandmother's in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I talked to my brother, like, yo, my grandmother there? Yo, keep her occupied. You know what I'm saying? I sneak this bitch up in my room and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I started smashing this bitch, yo. Oh my God, yo. Damn, yo, I was I was smashing this chick, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, I did motherfucking brujeria on this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, I finished smashing his bitch, yo. Like, I mean, yo, that, I think I kind of felt bad about it, but then again, I was like, bro, when you live in savage life and you hungry, you gonna do what you gonna do. So anyhow, we end up reconnecting. I guess it was what it was, man. And we ended up getting to another argument. I mean, was it about money? I can't even remember. It's been so long. But we ended up getting to another argument. And you know, when anger is up in the air, how you really feel comes out. So I said, you remember that time when you said you was pissing blood? I did that to you. You know what I'm saying? I did that to you. And he know I wasn't joking because I was really into some shit. This was like me starting to take voodoo serious. So he knew I was Haitian and he was from Grenada. So he already knew how shit was. Like, yo, my family was really into that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm really into that shit. So he didn't take that shit lightly. And then on top of that, I told him I fucked his bitch, yo. Yeah, I said, yeah, I did that to you. And I fucked your bitch, yo. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, yo. Man, yo, this bitch. Yo, this motherfucker love that chick too, you know what I'm saying? And you know the thing about him? D was always a dude, he never trusted me around his female cousins. He never trusted me around, you know what I'm saying, like the females that he was fucking with. Cause it was something about me like, yo, I don't know. I just think that's just how dudes are in general. I've always made guys feel intimidated when their woman was around. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but women always attract to me. And the dudes that, you know what I'm saying, I knew, they would always try to keep their girlfriends from me and some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I told him that, and when I told him that, his reaction was like, he ain't say nothing. He was just shocked. He was shocked, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. He hung up the phone, and that was my last conversation with D. I was cool with D for like, man, years, like years after that, you know what I'm saying? We met at work. We used to hang out, talk at work, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was crazy. And yeah, that was like, I think we had a 3 to 4 year friendship. After that, that was it. I haven't seen that man in probably like 25 years. Over 25 years, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that shit was like an end of a friendship. But you know, at the end of the day, I don't regret it one bit because that was the beginning of me becoming who I was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes friendships, you know, when a person disrespect you like that, they're not your friend. When they take something from you, that's like dude was saying, I'm taking this from you, now what the fuck you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? That's what he meant. I'm taking this from you, what the fuck you gonna do about it? So yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say to people, moral of the story is, listen, pay what you owe. You know what I'm saying? If somebody finished working, don't do them dirty like that, because you never know the consequences. Some people have a short tolerance. Some people, that's how they get their brains blown out on the streets. Violent shit happens to people when they try to play people like that, especially when a person's in a misfortunate situation. They ain't got it like that. I mean, recently there was a prostitute who was arrested for robbing someone that didn't pay her after she finished servicing that gentleman. Well, let me take that back. You know, but she finished serving or servicing that individual, and he didn't want to pay up. So, again, as they say, all's fair in love and war.